Good afternoon and welcome to this afternoon's meeting. We'd like to ask everyone first to please bow your head for a moment of silent reflection. And thank you. Mr. Pratt.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and members of the Commission. Our first order of business is setting the time of the next meeting. If we follow our usual practice, that will be at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, February the 6th.
Thank you. Wednesday the 6th at 2 p.m. Thank you.
Chairman, members of the Commission, we have one supplemental utilities item today, and it involves our nuclear dockets, 2017-207E, 2017-305E, and 2017-370A, and it concerns customer education.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On or about January 11th, 2018, Dominion Energy and Scanner Corporation gave an allowable ex parte presentation to this commission regarding a merger plan that included a proposal of a $1,000 cashback rebate to the average ratepayer as a part of the merger. During the course of 2018, Dominion Energy advertised the $1,000 cashback proposal throughout South Carolina through various means of communication. In fact, the South Carolina Public Service Commission received approximately 579 prefabricated postcards and form letters in support of the merger, the great majority of which stated support for the merger was in exchange for a $1,000 cashback option. Those postcards and letters are available for public viewing under docket 217-370E. During the course of the hearing on the aforementioned dockets, the combined hearing, I was concerned that no party advocated for the $1,000 cashback option. As such, I asked a Dominion witness about how they were going to address the fact that they made an offer for $1,000 that they may not keep. I'm reading from the combined hearing transcript, page 3221, starting at line 25, and I'm quoting here. And when we hear these advertisements of $1,000, I would submit to you, and maybe you know, maybe you don't know, that there may be some people in District 6 that have already spent that $1,000. And if this merger were to be approved, there may be some hurt feelings from some folks in District 6, and maybe for every other district here if they come to find out that $1,000 is not coming. And so to Commissioner Whitfield's question, because I don't know if I really understood your answer, what do we tell these people if this merger were to be approved and yet again they feel as if they have been duped, they have been had? How would you propose to explain that? And this is the answer by the Dominion witness, Mr. Farrell. That's a very fair question, and it would be our responsibility to do that. We proposed alternative B. You did not. We proposed it. We own it. We will communicate to the customers that this is in the best interest of the company and the customers going forward to get their rates down. And I'm not saying it very artfully, sir, but we will work very hard to carry that out. But it would be our responsibility, not ORS's responsibility, and it's not going to be the Commission's responsibility. And I ended there on page 3223, line 1. The merger closed on January 1st, 2019. On January 2nd, 2019, SCANA filed a letter with an attached 7-page enclosure referenced as Exhibit 1 and entitled the Customer Education Program for Merger with SCANA. I question whether this customer education plan as filed will answer the question I imagine is most important that ratepayers have in their mind. I imagine this question to be, where is my check? I believe it may be more to my imagination considering that, or it may be more than my imagination considering that on January 14th, this commission received a letter from a member of the South Carolina House of Representatives regarding advertisements of $1,000 rebate checks if the merger closed, and no one received a $1,000 refund check. I'm concerned that such unfulfilled promises further damage the already damaged public trust in government and business. I'm further concerned that such unfulfilled promises made by an organization under the jurisdiction of the South Carolina Public Service Commission demands that this commission ask more questions. As such, I move that staff work with the Office of Regulatory Staff to schedule an allowable ex parte hearing within the next 30 days to address the following questions. What was the public perception of the $1,000 cash rebate advertisement? What is the efficacy of Dominion's customer education plan to address ratepayer distrust in this process? What, if any, level of social responsibility does a utility have when communicating offers of cash rebates to ratepayers under the Commission's jurisdiction? And any other questions or issues that the Office of Regulatory Staff deem necessary to help rebuild the public trust. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I would certainly note what Commissioner Williams has cited in the transcript. He and I had a quite lengthy exchange with the CEO of Dominion, as he referenced in the transcript. And with that, I would certainly support Commissioner Williams' motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Whitfield. Any other questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, other commissioners, our first item on our regular utilities agenda is docket number 2019-43C, requesting the adoption of an interconnection agreement.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Elam.
Mr. Chairman, I move we adopt the interconnection agreement between PBT Telecom Incorporated, doing business as Comporium, and South Carolina Telecommunications Group Holdings, LLC, doing business as Spirit Communications. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Elam's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 2 involves the appointment of a hearing examiner in docket number 2019-20C.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Hamilton.
I would move that we appoint Randall Dong as hearing examiner in docket number 2019-20C.
Thank you.
So move, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner Hamilton. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
In item number 3, docket number 2018-331C, we have an application for a certificate of public convenience and necessity.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Elam.
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the application of NGA 911 LLC for a certificate of public convenience and necessity. So moved.
You've heard Commissioner Elam's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, Commissioners, item number 4, docket number 2000-476C, and docket number 2002-420C, they involve notice of transfer of control.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, on November 26, 2018, the Commission was notified that Martin Tibbetts, owner of National Access Long Distance Incorporated and LCR Telecommunications, LLC, passed away last summer, and his estate is in the process of acquiring ownership and control of the company. The filing informing us of this acquisition states that no regulated customer transfers are planned, nor are changes in tariffs, customer service offerings, and billing practices. Further, the National Access Long Distance and LCR Telecommunications will continue to offer and or provide the same services as offered prior to the transaction, and its business practices, customer service officings, and or customer service billing will remain the same post-transaction. Both LCR Telecommunications, LLC, and National Access Long Distance Incorporated have filed authorized utility representative forms indicating that both forms have general managers and other officials in common. Mr. Chairman, I would note that National Access Long Distance Incorporated has not indicated a registered agent on their form. I move that we approve the changes in control with the stipulation that National Access Long Distance Incorporated file a revised authorized utility representative form indicating their registered agent within 60 days from the date of our order. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 5, which is docket number 2006-401G, involves request for approval of GCRM 148.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
it's always great news when the cost of natural gas goes down and we can approve a decrease in sales rate schedules for the ratepayers in state. And so I move that we approve Piedmont Natural Gas Company's GCRM 148, effective with the first billing cycle in February 2019. Piedmont has requested a benchmark cost of gas decrease from the current $3.75 per decatherm to $3 per decatherm. The Office of Regulatory Staff has reviewed this request and has no objection. This change will result in a decrease of 0.07 0.07633 therm for sales rate schedules 201 through 204, 242, and 252. It also results in a decrease of 0.00133 therms for transportation rate schedules 213 and 214. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, Commissioners, item number 6, docket number 2019-2E, involves a petition to intervene out of time filed by the South Carolina Coastal Conservation League and the Southern Alliance for Clean Energy.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we grant the petition to intervene out of time. So move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, items 7 through 11 are petitions to intervene, and they may be taken together. Item number 7, we have dockets number 2018-318E and 2018-319E, which is Duke Energy Progress and Duke Energy Carolina's adjustments in rates and tariffs. We have a petition to intervene by South Carolina Solar Business Alliance. Item number 8 and docket number 2018-319E, we have a petition to intervene by South Carolina Energy Users Commission. Also in item number 9 and docket number 2018-319E, we have a petition to intervene filed by Hasala Dharmawardena. Item number 10, docket number 2018-401E, we have the request of Bueller Solar for LLC for modification of an interconnection agreement with South Carolina Electric and Gas Company. We have a petition to intervene filed by Eastover Solar. And item number 11, once again, our two energy dockets for Duke Energy. Dockets number 2018-318E and 2018-319E. We have a petition to intervene filed by Cypress Creek Renewables.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move that we grant the petition to intervene in items number 7 through 11. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, other commissioners, in item number 12, docket number 2019-26E, Duke Energy Progress Incorporated is petitioning for an accounting order.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
Duke Energy Progress Incorporated's petition for an accounting order is to defer incremental storm damage expenses from Hurricane Florence, Hurricane Michael, and to continue previously authorized storm deferrals. The company states that Hurricane Florence devastated large portions of South Carolina and North Carolina in September of 2018, and as we know, resulted in unprecedented cost, one of the costliest single storm restoration projects in the company's history. And then some 3 weeks later, the remnants of Hurricane Michael inflicted additional storm damage across Duke Energy Progress Service territory. In addition, Duke states that it has incurred significant storm restoration costs in its South Carolina service territories over the last 5 years. The company has requested and received deferral for 2 2014 storms. That would be docket numbers 2014-482E and for Hurricane Matthew, which is docket number 2016-408E. The company requests, and I move that we grant the extension of those deferrals previously ordered so that the company may explore alternative options for recovery of these deferred balances. If the company is unable to secure a suitable alternative recovery mechanism that results in a customer savings, then the company, at that point, will seek recovery through more traditional mechanisms such as a future rate case for these deferred costs. The company has represented that approval of this deferral request will benefit the company and its customers by helping to ensure investors' confidence in Duke Energy Progress and to help assure access to needed capital on reasonable terms and equitable treatment so as to the deferred costs and revenues. The ORS has reviewed the filings and has stated it has no objection. The requests for relief set forth will not involve a change to any of Duke Energy Progress's retail rates or prices at this time. It should be understood that the issuance of the requested accounting order will not prejudice the rights of this commission or any party to come forward and address the reasonableness of the cost, including the carrying cost, in a later rate proceeding. For these reasons, I move the adoption.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
And item number 13, docket number 2013-298E, Duke Energy Carolinas LLC requests to amend its power share non-residential load curtailment rider.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin.
Duke Energy Carolinas is seeking approval from the Public Service Commission to amend its power share non-residential load curtailment rider. The amendment proposed would remove the 50,000 kilowatt limitation on a participating customer's demand that may be curtailed. DEC states that this would allow the company to curtail greater amounts of voluntarily participating customers' demand, and it will subsequently increase the program's cost effectiveness for all ratepayers. The Office of Regulatory Staff has reviewed this petition and advises us that they have no objection. I so move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
And item number 14, docket number 2018-320E, the South Carolina Solar Business Alliance is requesting additional time to file final comments.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move we grant the request of the South Carolina Solar Business Alliance additional time to file final comments. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, item number 15 involves docket number 2018-379E, and this involves procedural matters in Mr. McMillion's complaint against Duke Energy Carolinas.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In this docket, the Commission initially appointed a hearing examiner to oversee all pre-hearing matters, rule on motions, and conduct a hearing. This is the standard procedure which is routinely followed in every case in which an individual customer files a complaint against a utility. However, Mr. McMillan has requested that the full Commission hear this case rather than the hearing examiner. In individual complaints such as these, the initial complaint filed by the customer is required to include a detailed statement of the facts and allegations complained of and a statement of what relief the customer wishes to have the Commission or the utility to provide. The Commission treats these statements of facts and allegations and requests for relief as the pre-filed testimony of the customer. Upon receipt of the complaint, the utility may file a pre-filed responsive testimony, or it may move to dismiss the complaint if it believes that the complaint does not allege a violation of law for which the Commission can grant relief. In cases where the utility moves to dismiss the complaint, it usually asks the hearing examiner to hold all deadlines for pre-filing testimony in abeyance, that is, to suspend the filing schedule until the motion to dismiss is decided. Again, this is a very routine procedure. Mr. McMillan has alleged bias and unfairness in the manner in which his complaint has been handled thus far. We have fully reviewed the history of this matter and have found nothing to indicate any bias or unfairness by the hearing examiner. This complaint has been handled in exactly the same manner as every such complaint, and all actions by the hearing examiner to date have been proper and consistent with due process. Nevertheless, the hearing officer has recused himself from this docket, and the Commission has agreed to take up this matter directly as Mr. McMillan has requested. As stated previously, Mr. McMillan's statement of his case contained within his initial complaint have been treated as his pre-filed testimony. However, in order to ensure that Mr. McMillan has been afforded the fullest opportunity to state his positions to the Commission, we will accept pre-filed testimony from him, as well as any legal argument opposing the utility's motion to dismiss on or before Friday, February 15, 2019. The utility may then pre-file testimony, if any, and also file its reply regarding the motion to dismiss, if any, no later than Friday, March 1st, 2019. Thereafter, the Commission will rule upon the motion to dismiss, and if the motion to dismiss is denied, the hearing of this matter will then be rescheduled. So moves, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 16 involves docket number 2019-17 WS. This is Carolina Water Services' request for an accounting order.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Elam.
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant Carolina Water Services' request for an accounting order to defer and record as a regulatory asset certain operations and maintenance expenses caused by hurricane with verification. The company seeks to defer in a regulatory asset extraordinary operations and maintenance costs totaling $208,713.59 that have been incurred by the company related to Hurricane Florence and Hurricane Michael. The company also seeks to amortize the expenses over a 5-year period. The Office of Regulatory Staff does not object. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Elam's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
In item number 17, docket number 2018-361S, we have a petition to intervene and a motion for an extension of time filed on behalf of 40 Love Point Homeowners Association.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
I move to grant the petition to intervene and the request for an extension of time to file comments until February 15th, 2019. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 18 is a request to withdraw a complaint against Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC, and docket number 2018-383E.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Williams.
I move that we grant the request to dismiss all parties and cancel the hearing. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 18 is docket number 2019-27E, request for forbearance agreement between South Carolina Electric and Gas Company and the South Carolina Public Service Authority.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Williams, and this is number 19?
Number 19.
19.
I beg your pardon.
Okay, I want to make sure. Yes, sir, Commissioner Williams.
thank you, Mr. Chairman. On December 13, 2018, SCE&G and Santee Cooper executed a forbearance agreement resulting from Santee Cooper's decision to suspend construction of the VC Summer Units 2 and 3 project and SCE&G's decision to cease construction of the units. By ceasing construction and thereby abandoning the project, SCE&G has irrevocably waived its rights to certain assets related to the project as described in the agreement. Because this commission depends on ORS's investigatory function to make a fully informed decision in matters coming before the commission, I move that we request the Office of Regulatory Staff report to the commission within 30 days regarding their assessment of the impact of the company's request for the commission to acknowledge its consent to the forbearance agreement. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, in item number 20, we have a request for an allowable ex parte briefing in docket number 2017-370E.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move we grant their current request. I would note that by state statutes, the allowable ex parte process has limits regarding what can be said in a briefing. The statute limits the type of communication that can occur with the commission. The requester cannot ask the commission for any particular action on a subject, and the commission cannot promise or commit to any action at the request of the presenter. On the other hand, presenters may describe their experience or offer their opinion regarding the matters listed in their request. Statute 58-3-260 recognizes the Commission may offer similar access and a reasonable opportunity to communicate to any subsequent requesters on the subject. I note that in this case, the hearing of this matter and the Commission's actions have already taken place. Therefore, to preserve the Commission's resources for the purpose of judicial economy, I further move that any further requesters will be given the opportunity to provide any briefing comment in writing. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes our utilities agenda. Moving on to transportation, items 1 through 16 and 18 through 20 are new applications and might be taken together. They are the application of SJ Medical Transport Services, LLC in item 1. Item 2 is the application of Gregory Smiling, DBA Heritage Transportation. Item 3 is the application of Michael Boatwright, DBA Boatwright's Transport. Item 4 is the application of Contact 2000, LLC. Item number 5 is the application of Beachbound Taxi Shuttle Incorporated. Item number 6 is the application of Samaritan Bed and Bath Services Incorporated. Item number 7 is the application of B&K Transportation, LLC, DBA Pax Transportation. Item number 8 is the application of Mount Pleasant Transportation, LLC. Item number 9 is the application of Ease Investment Company, LLC, DBA Ease Transportation Company. Item 10 is the application of Rogers Transportation, LLC. Item 11 is the application of A&R Transportation, LLC. Item 12 is the application of J.F.R. Parker. Item 13 is the application of Vet Pride Services, Inc. Item 14 is the application of James Malcolm White, DBA JW Limo Service. Item 15 is the application of Crystal Brayboy, DBA CNA Transportation. Item 16 is the application of Island Party Bus, LLC. Item 18 is the application of Superior Senior Services, LLC. Item 19 is the application of MNTW, LLC. And item number 20 is the application of Midlands Movers, LLC.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the new applications in items 1 through 16 and 18 through 20. I also move to approve the applicant's request to amend name change in item number 2. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, item 17 is docket number 2019-46T, and it's the application of Walter Chambers, DBA W&S Transportation.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Elam.
Mr. Chairman, the applicant in this case proposes to charge a higher tariff for its wheelchair-using passengers than for non-wheelchair-using passengers. I move that we request the ORS to investigate whether this proposed tariff provision comports with the Americans with Disabilities Act regulations as administered by the Federal Transit Administration Office of Civil Rights. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Elam's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, items 21 through 27 are requests for extension of time and may be taken together. Item 21 is for MVP Transport, LLC, until May 30, 2019. Item 22 is for Absolute Home Care, LLC, until March 31, 2019. Item 23 is for Aaron's House Incorporated, DBA Aaron's Way, until October 3, 2019. Item 24 is for Stephen Coombs, DBA Coombs Non-Emergency Medical Transport, till February 2018, 2019. Item 25 is for Greer Enterprises, DBA LLC, DBA Benevolent Care for 6 months. Item 26 is for McCormick County Senior Center, DBA Talmadge Tours and Travel, until June 30th, 2019. And item 27 is for Transportation Nanny, LLC, until April 30th, 2019.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the request for extensions as identified by Mr. Pratt in items number 21 through 27.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Items number 28 through 31 are requests to amend. Item number 28, we have docket number 2018-203T. Sergio Cruz or Sabrina Cruz, DBA The Splendid Carriage, to amend their Class C charter bus certificate number 395 to read The Splendid Carriage, LLC. Item number 29, we have docket number 2012-324T. Hilton Head Limousine Company requests to amend their Class C charter certificate number 8655 to read Hilton Head Limousine Company Incorporated, DBA Yellow Transportation. Item number 30, we have docket number 2018-393T. Grateful Medi Transportation, LLC, seeks to amend its application for Class C non-emergency to read Grateful Med Transportation, LLC. And item number 31, docket number 2018-381T, Soda City Movers LLC seeks to amend its tariff.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Williams.
I move that we approve the request to amend as described by Mr. Pratt in items 28 through 31. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Items 32 and 33 are requests for reinstatement. Item number 32, docket number 2015-158T, VNC Transportation LLC certificate number 9102, and an item 33, docket number 2010-288T, Parks Medical Transportation LLC, Limited, DBA or FKA, Tamika Parks, DBA WCC, certificate number 8338A.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move we grant the request for reinstatements in items number 32 and 33. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, Commissioners, items 34 and 35, beg your pardon, or for cancellation of certificates. In item number 34, we have docket number 2018-246T, Big D's Limo Service LLC, certificate number 9364. And in item number 35, docket number 2372T, we have Williamsburg Charters LLC, certificate number 0111.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we grant cancellation of the certificates in items 34 and 35. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. The questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Items 36 and 37 are requests to suspend certificates. Item 36, docket number 2015-373T, S&K Transportation LLC seeks to suspend certificate 9121 until June 1, 2019. And in item number 37, docket number 2017-130T, Royal Agency LLC seeks to suspend certificate 9258 until January 31, 2020.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Elam.
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the request to suspend certificates as described by Mr. Pratt in items 36 and 37. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Elam's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, this concludes our agenda for today.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Chairman, I ask for a special request. I would like to request that we close this meeting in the honor of late Commissioner Rudolph Mitchell, who served this commission for many years in a very high professional manner. He also served the commission as chair at 2 different times. Mr. Rudolph passed this week, and I'm sure all of us join in advising the family our thoughts and feelings. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Hamilton. We certainly do want to remember Commissioner Mitchell for his many years of dedicated service to this commission. Commissioner Mitchell was a unique guy, and he was certainly special to everybody that knew him. So his family, we certainly think about them, and our thoughts and prayers with all of them. So with that, want to remind everyone that following this meeting, we do have a transportation hearing. So with that, we are adjourned.